We're coming to the end, folks. There's so much more to see, right? You've just seen 14 projects out of easily over 300 that you can expect to see out of Burning Man this year. So please come and see the whole panoply of everything that all of you are going to bring to share with one another. This final piece is one of the only pieces you've seen for the last 2 decades now that you can expect to see every year besides the man. Everything else changes every year after year. But one thing that's become central and important to this community is a place to come together and remember and share, sometimes mourn, oftentimes let go and release, and that's our temple. This year's temple is being designed and built by Arthur Mamou Mani and Aaron Porterfield. They're building this project across 9 time zones from London all the way here to San Francisco, building in Reno. It's a large project and deserves your support. Arthur Mamou Mani, Aaron Porterfield.
Hello. Working? Everyone hearing us? Great. Hello, I'm Arthur and Aaron, and we're really happy to show you Galaxia and our progress. We're right from the build site in San Francisco. Galaxia is a 200 feet wide, 60 feet high structure. It's the temple. I'm a teacher, an architect. For 6 years, I've been bringing students on Playa to build structures. This is Tangential Dreams, built in 2016. And it was bringing people together to write on these tangents their dreams. So it was a communal effort, not just with the students, but also with you guys, to build a structure that would bring people together. This is our universe, our galaxy, the Milky Way, rippling through space around a black hole. A lot of spiritual spaces are based around the elements, the unknown, the sun sometimes. Now we know a bit more about our space. And in that sense, the idea of the galaxy and gravity and what holds us together is what drove Galaxia. So Galaxia is a, here we go, loading, is a radically inclusive space in which everyone can come. There is no walls. It's 20 petals that come together on an oculus in which you can elevate your soul. Galaxia has got these 20 benches on which you will rest and kind of breathe before entering that very large space. It's made of points in space, a central point, which is then surrounded by circles, and 20 points with 20 circles, creating these petals that are then rotationally symmetrical, which form corridors that starts in the ground and elevate in the sky through this Fibonacci sequence. Galaxia at night has these floor lights, which slowly transition into incandescent light bulb in the corridors. In the center, you'll have this teardrops, and those teardrops are 3D printed using a sort of interesting technology, which is open source. We met online, not on Tinder, but on a community of people that share their tools online. For us, it's also the gift economy, and we've been kind of working with all sort of machines across the different continents on which the project is being built. This is a very large teardrop that has this mandala inside that you'll see as you look up inside Galaxia. So, how are we going to build this? It's a very large project. There's about 125 volunteers. We will build those 2 scaffolding on which we'll have a compression ring on which we are elevating all these petals. The petals are then lifted onto a central scaffold, which will locate where we're going to pin the different petals together. A lot of parallel processes will happen in order to build this in 18 days. So as we lift up the very first crown of the structure, starting from the top down, we're going to have these petals. Now, the interesting thing about this project is that it's radial and symmetrical. So as we start building, we'll learn from the building and hopefully get better and better, all the way till the very last petal. So the structure is worked out through what we call parametric design. So what does that mean? It means that it's a set of rules that you give to the computer, and the computer sort of helps you understand, and you work in collaboration with the computer. In this case, we use off-the-shelf timber, but we're trying to locate where is the best positioning for them. So one of those triangles is that size. So it gives you a sense of the one on the right, the scaled model. And each one of those triangles is built so that it's volunteer-friendly. So what that means is the triangles can't go anywhere else but where they're supposed to be. Hopefully.
We've learned a few things.
So it unfolds like an origami, and those are the triangles that are being built in San Francisco and in Reno. These are the drawings we're exchanging across the different continents on which it's built. And one thing that's kind of interesting in the way it's assembled is that the engineers didn't give us, a set of drawings saying, this is how you build a node, this is how you connect stuff. They just gave us these mathematical formula. So again, you kind of feed up the model, and it generates the nodes. So as you'll see all these nodes changing across the structure, they will reveal the amount of newtons for every member of the structure. So the 3D model is mostly complete. We're about 50% complete in Reno, 80% complete in San Francisco. And Aaron's going to talk about what we came here for.
Yeah, so I'm basically running the US side of things while Arthur sleeps, and then we trade off. And so in the US, we have two sites, one in San Francisco and one in Reno. We just opened up the San Francisco site to volunteers, so if you want to help volunteer, please join our Facebook page and sign up for volunteer days. We take everyone from every scale level, because we like to be very inclusive, and that's kind of the fun part about building these projects, is teaching people how to use the tools and building a strong team that way. The site in Reno is at the generator. It's a much bigger space, so we're doing all the big pieces there. So we kicked off in Reno in April 1st, I think. And so, yeah, so we're making progress. So please, if you want to get involved, come help build this temple, please do. And then
You can come to London to party with us, to support the project. 15th of June, destination Galaxia, to help us with the kind of funding of this project. Yes, we are looking for a space. We'd like to have a third space in Gerlach. If out there you'd like to kind of think of a space and come to us with an idea, and if you want to go and build it in July, it's a sort of a buffer space between let's say San Francisco and Reno and Playa. So if you have any ideas for that as well, we'd really appreciate. Also, sorry, the altar and the benches, we need CNC cutting for plywood and metal. So if you have any ideas, please come see us. We're the ones with the t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's how you see us. Thank you very much.